call to prayer. I love that everyone stops for 5 minutes or 5 times a day just to take stock and slow down and be mindful. I love that about this society here.
I have 3 daughters that have probably very securely brought them up in Saudi Arabia. It's the safest place to have your family.
In Saudi Arabia, I like the colors. You know, this when you come from plane, you are going down to the airport. You can see yellow, white, and grey, and I feel at home when I see these colors. When I go back to France, this is everywhere, it's green. So different greens here, only one green, but so many yellow, so many ochres and orange, and so the colors, I like them very, very much.
The generosity, it's incredible. People are always inviting you to dinner, even strangers will grab you in the street and take you into their home. And the first few times it happened, I was worried. I thought I was being kidnapped. But no, all they want to do is give you lunch and show you how generous they are and welcome you to the kingdom.
I feel more safe here. I love living here because we have the chance to visit Makkah and Medina anytime we want.
The thing that I like most about living in Saudi Arabia, I would have to say, is the network of people that I've got to create and all the people that I've met here. Literally the most international network I've ever had in my life. I've been able to cultivate here in Riyadh, so it's been very exciting.
The similarity between Italy and Saudi Arabia, speaking about women, are the sense of family and motherhood, and also the sense of business somehow. I saw a lot of new startups run by women in Saudi Arabia, and the same is happening in Italy. And also the way of being friends and helping each other.
The sunshine is a similarity, the light is a similarity, and that's about it.
I think that there are many similarities between Saudi Arabia and Bulgaria, especially because we are a society from a post-communist country, and we are also in kind of transition.
Mm-hmm. I think that Saudi people and French people are very close to their kids. Saudi moms with their kids, I feel a lot of love. And I think that French people are the same, really. So we are not so different.
Well, if you want to talk about similarities, I think you have to go back to my grandparents' age. When I was back there, they showed me pictures of themselves at the beach, and they have Saudi-style shorts. Well, my grandfather, and then my grandmother, she's covered from her ankles all the way up to her neck. Yeah. You know, it's amazing. So that's what I've always thought with the pressure from outside people. Oh, Saudi has to change, it has to change. But England was conservative and was allowed to change slowly. So I think Saudi should also be allowed to change at their speed and to the limit that they want, you know. You don't have to become like the West.
What living in Saudi changing me? Oh la la, it's changing my mind. It's opened my mind to stay there because it's so different culture that I say, okay, I must look everything not from my focus. I have to always turn around the things to discover the reality.
You know, one thing that in my culture is interesting, if you go out to dinner, everyone fights about the bill, but it's your turn to pay. You know, but now I'm even when I travel abroad, I fight to pay, like Saudis do. So I think it's made me more generous. And also I think more about the poor, like zakat. You know, I try to do that. So yeah. Well, every month when I get my salary, I like to try and give a part of it to somebody poor. And I like to give it to people who are working hard but struggling, like the road sweepers. You know, I feel sorry for them in the heat. So yeah, to pass it on. I never did that in England, you know.
It changed me. I'm not only French. I'm from some place else. It was changing my eyes and changing my identity.
So the people actually think that maybe Saudi women are not happy and they're not, modern and not educated. But this is so wrong. I've been living for 8 years in Saudi Arabia, and I can say the Saudi women are more sophisticated, happiest, modern, educated, and kind-hearted women. Because a lot of women who are from Saudi are my friends and know them very well. So people in Saudi are very welcoming. They're so generous, and that's the best thing about living in Saudi Arabia.
I like the Saudi women because they are really concentrated on their success, their future, their education. They are not concentrated on the topics which we are kind of used to hear from the news, from the headlines regarding the clothing, the hijab questions, and everything like this. I think that Saudi women are more beyond the abaya, the hijab, and they're really, really smart and proactive. I find very well educated and very brave local women, and I think that they are generating the changes nowadays in the country.
I love them. Saudi women I have found to be the most hospitable of all, honestly. They're some of the best friends that I've made here, and they have made this feel like home for me. So I look forward to meeting many more and really cherish the friendships that I have made so far.
About Saudi women, I like the way they are kind and gentle when they get to know you. Because at first they are a bit shy, but when they get to know you, they are very friendly, like this welcoming country.
My association with the media over here gave me an opportunity to interact with some very talented and amazingly beautiful women of Saudi Arabia. Through my association, I came to know that Saudi women are very talented. They are highly creative and capable individuals.
Something is sure for me, and it's always what I tell to my French friend in France, that Saudi lady that doesn't want to live as we live in France or in Europe. Everybody in Europe, they think that we are the model, and I say no, there is other model. And this other model, we have also something to learn from this model. And I think that really Saudi ladies, they are really free in their mind. they are really free in their mind, and they will grow up, and little by little, they will do what they want, that they want to do, you know?
The three things that I like most about Saudi, being a photographer, the light, it's brilliant. So it makes my job very easy here. On a personal level, it's the people. The kindness that's been expressed to myself and my family while we've been here has just been so, unexpected to start with, and just I'm so grateful. We've made some wonderful friends here. We've sold our home in Australia, we've left all our friends and family there for a little while, and we're nomads, and we're delighted to be here.
The number one thing that I love about Saudi is the people and the diversity in the people. I love the different regions and the different traditions. I also love that the people are a little bit hard to get to know at first, but after you do, you're like family forever. They're not just friends, they're like sisters, all of my closest friends. The second thing I would say that I love is that I feel extremely safe here. But here, no, it's okay because I feel protected. I feel like every time I meet somebody, there's no animosity, there's no chance of something going wrong. The third thing that I love is the traditions and the culture. Like I said, going to different regions and experiencing different foods.
The three things I prefer in Saudi Arabia: the weather, too much, I think I am the only girl who like the hot too much. The dessert. And the way of being of the people. Always cool and always smiley and ما في مشكلة. I like this way of
National Museum, the Masmak Fort, and we'll have spent beautiful moments in the fort area. My kids love to skate in the Murabba Park. They love to cycle, and they love to play around in complete freedom.
I love the Saudi kahwa and dates and Saudi buns, and I have learned making umeli, and I love Saudi food.
Foods, jarish.
And my favourite dish is margouk, because I'd never tasted anything like that in other countries.
My favorite Saudi dish is mandi laha.
My favourite Saudi dish is without any doubt dates. Before I came to Saudi, I had never eaten a date, and now I am a connoisseur. I am addicted to dates. Doesn't matter what time, I eat them all.
For us, Saudi Arabia is a free country because you can make many things that you cannot do in France. Children, they like too much this country. They always still now, they tell it is really a good experience for us. They keep a very good idea of the Saudi Arabia. They have the flag in the house.
I've been staying in Saudi Arabia for over 10 years now, and it feels like a second home to me.
You know, my daughter, she was born here, and now she's a student in Paris. And I think she's the best Saudi agent in the world. Because she says, when people ask her, where are you from? I am from Riyadh. Oh, they're all shocked. She said, what? What do you mean? I will explain you. and she is really promoting, you know, and well, she could make some tourist communication.
Riyadh is home for us, and it felt like that really quite soon after we arrived. Moving to Saudi Arabia was the best thing that ever happened to our family.
Thank you, Saudi Arabia, for being so welcoming to me and my family, and I'm wishing you a very happy, successful National Day and a great future ahead. Keep going this way, but don't forget your roots. Happy National Day! Честит празник Саудитска Арабия от България.
A very happy Saudi National Day from Pakistan. पाकिस्तानियों की तरफ से बहुत Saudi National Day मुबारक.
I would like to say a very happy National Day, my friends. Bonne fête nationale, mes amis d'Arabie Saoudite. Thank you to have welcomed me in your country.
So, Happy National Day et joyeuse fête nationale.
Happy National Day, Saudi Arabia. Buona festa nazionale, Saudi Arabia.
आप सबको National Day बहुत मुबारक. Happy National Day.
So I would just want to wish that anyone living in Saudi Arabia, any women living in Saudi Arabia, I hope that you find your network, your people. It makes all the difference. And happy National Day.
يوم وطني سعيد.